I am, whatever the hell I'm against. I wrote this to myself. Trying not to even write it, I just let it write for me, because I had no choice by then. Too much has got to be said for the prophets. My name is so distant to myself. It is as if I have the name of all in creation as one, that I feel as my own. I felt the guilt and the sin, as well as the good and the righteous, joy, suffering of all evil, animal, germ, microbial, and person, in all time periods of full creation. I've rode solar orbital winds of God's clock, standing exactly 1 minute to a man's measurement ahead of a ruined loss of totality that we had once destroyed, in hopes of redemption for man, life, to retrieve the Holy Ghost, Adam, Eve, revive Satan, and retrieve Lucifer, to help Cain kill Abel, to start death, second time to kill death in 2022 as it's born, through Cain. As Christ is nailed to a cross, it's born through Cain because of my actions. And at that simultaneous moment, I'm standing there and Christ is being nailed to a cross, holding death paused at a pivotal moment. A pause by Jesus of Nazareth. He is simultaneously slain by my daughter, Ray. She is at the end of time. End time's the end era of no life beyond reanimation. And I ensue the enforce of the exoentropy of the void filled from 4 time periods of life's canon as proof of Christ and God to man. Now, here's the map. Arrow. I'm not talking about the way we spelled today, but it's around. Because it's hero. And I don't know how that's possible, but I wrote that a moment ago, and I don't see the math in that. But I guess that was God's writing. But then again, it ended on a degree of no claim for it. Anyway, Eden is the start. Adam and Eve, A and E, closed creation in 2069. I interjected, building a bridge. Down time in the midpoint, right there in the middle. I'm the R in arrow light. I reverberated the words of God and life and truth aloud from 1982 and still ongoing, simultaneously reaching God on both ends of time and covering full life in one spread at the moment of contact to God via the echo and harmony of my +2 entropy. This made a bridge all over time and life of the truth told and of the light and by the light to all eternity. Well, that drops that down to an H. And life and truth told by and of the light. I am capable of or hero after the R plus the light interjects quantum time infused force. Fluctuated, simultaneous, radiated, reverberatory sensory lock to all existence. And what I'm speaking there is a quantum time dilated at its max use and application. I'm referring to as what interchanges light and magnetism to the word hero, and hero being a nondescript terminology in itself laid order of equated structure, saying that the word hero doesn't mean what we assign hero to. It's a mathematical terminology, and it's more of a fuck you to something. And then below here, it looks like I'm insane and writing to myself in evil ways. I didn't. I'm aware when it wants to speak, so I allowed it. Your move, hero, because he sent me a satellite image of a new satellite called Your Move, and it's in 2013. But apparently I bet it's my satellite. I said, your? He said, evil in its nature. And I came to a pause. I couldn't even think of nothing for it to say. I said, what? You have no place to move? Checkmate. I covered all of time on you. I built the cable. And I'm reverberating home. Eden in heaven. I smacked you right in your mouth. Much love. I gotta end it on a checkmate. Because remember I wrote the thing about Checkmate? He was a roaring lion, roaring with hate, or roaring lion, pouncing through state. Shit like that. I wrote it with a nigga named Bill that I met in the Clark County jail for the first time ever, where you sent a patsy in to come and try to kill me, but he ended up getting chopped all the way down through quantum time fluctuated, time dilated math, and interchange of effects of the cross, where I would make a change in time and fuck you over. It would simultaneously change across all time for the better. This dude ended up being a nobody, and Bill will attest to it. We watched him get pulled into the back by a big old crowd of people you shouldn't fuck with on the offer of a bed. And they beat him so bad he had golf balls under his face, his wounds, and he was shitting on himself walking away. That's you and your people. Holla at you.